in building relationships that last. It begins with improving one's self-esteem, looking beyond face value, and choosing the right partner. You too can have the marriage of your dreams.
How do I handle this? My wife is financially buoyant, more than I am. She's very submissive, but I still feel I'm not the head of my home.
You want to say this? I'm answering everything. Just get over yourself and move on.
Is it okay for a man to be okay even though his wife has more money than him?
Yes.
Absolutely,
because the money
yes.
is money belongs to both of you.
Yeah. But you see, I'm not talking about a lazy man, you see. Not somebody that is trying to hide and not work. As long as he's doing his job, he's doing his best, it's fine. You can't be under that pressure. But what if you marry a woman that is just rich? You're going to be under pressure for the rest of your life. If both of you finish school, for instance, and she gets a job in, I don't know how oil and gas is now, but those days, if she gets a job in a Total or in a Mobile, and you get a job in a bank or in another company, the gap, her tithe will be bigger than your salary. So, are you going to say you won't marry or you won't be in love because of that? That's too much pressure. It's too much pressure. As long as you're doing your part, you're working hard. You know, some women are gifted or are blessed to be that rich. It's for both of you. God can choose. You are both one person now. God can choose any of the parties to flow the money, to bring the money in to the family. So I don't see a problem with it.
But I don't think he's a lazy man for him to be concerned.
Yes.
So I don't
be, as long as he's not a lazy man.
I just think it's an esteem issue.
My husband does not know how to handle himself when he sees a woman. He always wants to get down with them. Recently, I found out he's in a relationship with my best friend, who is also married. She called me and said, I don't have to get upset about anything because a woman who has a child for a man is no longer his concubine. I am totally confused.
So am I.
Okay, as in this best friend is supposed to have a child?
For him?
I think the best friend is saying you shouldn't be, you have a child for him, so you are settled.
Okay.
Take your eyes off anything
is
he's
it
doing.
His wife? Is his wife complaining?
Yes, the wife is
Wife as in properly married?
Yes.
Okay. Well, the truth is that a lot of men have the capacity to stray. It's not an uncommon thing. Some of them like the chase. They just like to chase women. Sometimes it's not even just the women itself, it's the act, it's the fun. Because they've married you, you know, the game is over. So, and they liked the chase. They like the fact that they were toasting somebody. So if they are not careful, we know a lot of people like that. They are in that mode of chasing women. When they get the woman, they get bored. They start again to start chasing. They like that. I'm flirting, I'm chasing. I don't know if it's going to work. I'm trying to, it's a mode. A lot of men can fall into that. That guy needs serious help. All right, he needs to be reported to his spiritual authority as fast as possible. Yeah, he needs help, and you need to pray for him. We have a book. My wife has a book on praying for your husband. You need to pray for him. He is in trouble. All this is beyond him. It's a habit and a trait. Something he doesn't even know why he's doing it. So he needs urgent help. He needs assistance, basically.
Is it okay for a man to reject his wife's food because he's upset?
No. As in, is there supposed to be more to it? Why? As in, no.
Obviously, this question must be from a woman.
Yes. It happens quite a lot.
Okay.
You know, when a man is upset.
I have no clue what they're talking about.
Yes.
If I'm upset, I'll see the food now. What concerns you at the food and the food? We'll be talking after.
Sometimes they reject food, sometimes they reject sex. They use it as a manipulation tool.
No
as a man?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
And I have no clue what they are talking about.
But it's not all right.
It's not all right.
It's definitely all right. He's just being
right.
babyish. He's being babyish.
And sometimes those can't, let me not say
up.
it here, but I think sometimes those men need tough love.
Okay.
Like, if you know it's not going to eat, then don't cook.
Don't cook.
But he's just being babyish. So.
But you need to eat. Don't say eat. You need to eat the food you cooked in front of him and crack the bone and suck it very well. Like so he knows, this food is sweet. Hi. Are you sure you won't eat? It's okay.
All right.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
Okay, so now when a man is upset and does not eat his wife's food, obviously he doesn't have a problem with it. A lot of women feel upset that the man has rejected their food.
Yes.
So that's what we're dealing with here.
Why?
That's the issue.
My sister, lie down, cover your body and sleep. You don't get to rest that often. So the day he decides to do that is giving you a break. I don't know if that's the pastorly counsel, but I will sleep.
So what if he rejects the food, but
he wants sex?
Yeah.
No, the two are food now. You can't reject one and not. No.
So no food, no food.
No, and that's not the right thing to do. But you go and do it now, the man will go outside and eat food outside. No. But so some of these things, they're alien to me. Do you understand? I really don't understand it. Because it's even that I don't know. I don't understand it really. I think the problem is that most women, their husband is their very existence. You don't have a life. You don't have any other thing. Your world revolves around him. And sometimes that's very unhealthy for a man. No man should be worshipped like that. If I'm careful because sometimes people can misunderstand some things you say. I'm careful of saying that so that it doesn't sound like I'm teaching you to be,
rebellious.
to be rebellious, exactly. But at the same time, I think that sometimes men can be babies. They need to grow up. They need to mature. What has quarreling got to do with you are not eating? That you are angry, so you are not eating.
He used to do it at home with his mother. So
how does that change the situation? So if you don't eat my food, does that change what I did? If you have a problem, sit down and communicate. Tell your wife, I don't like what you did. Or yeah, bring my food, let me eat. But,
and if he doesn't eat, you can also talk to him and find out why he's upset. If he's willing to talk. But if he's sulking and all that, my sister, go and rest first.
Go and rest.
You can't reject your food for long, trust me.
All right.
Yes, you can.
That one is just malicious now. You can't help him. What do you want to do for him?
So I think the real issue is malice.
Him,
it's not really just about
the food.
The person is a malicious person.
Yes. So just
and
leave
then
him.
he also knows that it is something that if he does it, it
will pain you.
Yes.
It hurts you.
If you don't eat, I'll go and sleep. The day you're hungry, we'll give you food,
Yes.
Nabi. We'll be all right, right?
Yeah, we even eat. I don't have a problem with this. I don't understand what they're talking about.
Okay, while we are in this environment, can we deal with this issue of people who come to church and they are okay? Everybody in church sees them as okay. And then they get home and they are the worst of unbelievers. So sometimes it's difficult for wives to even report their husband to the pastor because pastor will not believe. Because in church he is the man of God.
I don't know if pastor. I don't really think. I don't know if it's a pastor will not believe. Most times, in fact, women will not even want to. Most women will not want to because they don't want the drama that will happen at home. So I think that's what I encounter a lot. Like, okay, this thing is going on in your home, but they don't want to talk about it because they don't want their husband. Or even if they tell you, they say, I want you to deal with it without my husband knowing that am I the Holy Spirit? How else would I have known if you didn't tell me? But I think that if you in your home you leave the communication open, I can report him. It's a thing in our home. If I do something you don't like, call Rev. It's a thing. We're not even. It's not an issue of I can't report him. That's dangerous for me to have someone that they can't talk to him. That's a dangerous place to be. So if you have that kind of husband or you have that kind of scenario, I still think you should speak up. As a wife, you should speak up because your whole life is submitted. You're expected to submit to him, to surrender everything. So it's a dangerous place to be, not to talk about it because you think pastor will not. At least if you report the first time, report the second time, he might not, even if they don't believe you, they will know that we've heard this before. There may be some truth to this. So I don't think it's enough to just say, I won't be believed and then just keep quiet.
Women should take their stand. Make it clear that you will report him. Take your stand. Women try to cover up things too much and it grows. Let him know that we have a pastor. If you are misbehaving, I'll report you. He will do drama after the reporting. If he does again, report again. Let him know that she will always report. Let it get settled in his back, in his subconscious. Because as long as you're covering for him, he will be running away with those kind of behavior.
In building relationships that last, it begins with improving one's self-esteem. Looking beyond face value and choosing the right partner. You too can have the marriage of your dreams.